This is Beach Collegiate League Baseball on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network, and it starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Beach Collegiate Baseball League action right here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network as the Pawleys Island Manowars get ready to take on the Litchfield Dolphins as the first pitch is a ball up and in, and we are underway. Billy Duger up to the plate, the center fielder, as the 1-0 is a strike at the letters, and it's 1-1 to Duger. We'll get you the starting lineup for the Manowars in just a second. The 1-1 is swung on and fouled back. And it's 1-2. Duger from Alvernia College batted .291 on the season with 21 runs, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. The 1-2. Curveball grounded down the third base line. Backhander throw. Just in time. Great throw by Henderson. Getting the backhand as that was hit right down the third base line. Henderson guns it down in a nice scoop by Turner to get the first out of the game. Coming up next will be Hayden Parker, the left fielder, number 22. Rounding out the rest of the lineup for the Manowars, number 14, Peter Kalinske, the catcher, will bat third. Batting cleanup and the designated hitter as that ball is lined over the third baseman. Throw on the set. Actually, they will call him safe, but that safe call is negated with the double play. 5-4-3 double play. So Duger is called safe, but that hit is negated with the 5-4-3 double play by Parker. That'll bring up Peter Kalinske. That pitch is a ball low, 1-0. Mike Miller will be the designated hitter and hit cleanup. He's number 15. Number 9, Thomas Skojic is the right fielder and batting fifth as that pitch is a ball low. It's 2-0. Jared Mamano is the first baseman, number 11, and he will bat sixth. Batting seventh, number 7, Trey Mullins. He's the third baseman. That pitch is a strike at the knees. 2-1 count. Batting eighth is number 4, Aiden Wilson. He's the shortstop. Batting ninth is the second baseman, number 12, Chase Wells. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's a 2-2 count. And rounding it off is Parker Graskovich, the extra hitter, number 8. He will bat 10th. The 2-2. Curveball just off the plate outside, and the count is run full. The defensive alignment for the Dolphins, Barnes, Spears, and Paré in the outfield left to right. Henderson, Bisbano, Caspro, and Turner, third to first in the infield, and Cinco will do the catching for Brady White as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that will end the inning. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Dolphins come up to the plate for the first time today as it's all tied up here at North Myrtle Beach Sports Complex. top of the order due up for the Dolphins. And it will be B.J. Spears leading it off. The center fielder. The rest of the lineup for the Dolphins is as follows. Dawson Barnes will bat second and play left field. The pitcher, Brady White, will bat third. Batting cleanup will be Matt Cinco, and he'll catch. The shortstop, Aiden Bisbano, bats fifth. As the first pitch is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Spears. Sam Caspro will bat sixth and play second base. Batting seventh, and the third baseman will be Jack Henderson. Batting eighth, Vince Turner is the first baseman. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike two. And it's 0-2. Batting ninth is Andres Paré, the right fielder. And batting 10th and the extra hitter is Will Bruno. The 0-2, ball low and away, trying to get Spears to chase, but no dice. And it's 1-2. Spears from Gordon State College. The 1-2. Changeup stays a little too high. And it's 2-2. The 2-2. Fastball misses high. Actually, that was a 3-2 count. And Spears works a walk to start off the inning. And start off the game offensively for the Dolphins. That'll bring up Dawson Barnes, the left fielder. The first pitch to Barnes hits him. And Barnes will take first via the hit by a pitch. So now that'll bring up Brady White, the pitcher today, but is also batting. Something you don't often see, especially in the Beach Collegiate League, where they try to get as many guys at bats as possible, including with the extra hitter. We'll see how that impacts things. That pitch is a ball up and away, and it's a 1-0 count to White. White this season at USC Sumter batted .270 with 11 runs, 2 home runs, and 12 RBI. The 1-0. Swung on and lined out into left field. That'll get down in there for a base hit. Rounding third and heading for home and getting in there safely is Spears. That's an RBI single for Brady White, and that starts off the scoring for this game as the Dolphins take an early 1-0 lead. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Matt Cinco. The first pitch to Cinco is a strike right down the heart of the plate. And it's 0-1. Cinco from from Virginia Wesleyan. Batted .317 on the season with 7 runs, 3 home runs, and 13 RBI. That ball is low in the dirt. Good block by Kalinsky. And it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Ball low and away, 3-0. Runners on first and second, still nobody out. Dolphins starting off hot. That pitch misses high. Apparently it was 2-1, 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch is fouled off. And we'll do it again with the count full at 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch misses high, and Cinco works the walk and loads the bases. So bases loaded now. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Aiden Bisbano. And now a mound visit from the pitching coach of the Manowars. Just trying to get Lady to settle down a little bit. I was told by the Manowars manager that to expect a lot of substitutions today, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Expecting to basically use the whole roster. We'll see how long each player has out there, both offensively and defensively. That misses high, and it's 1-0 to Bisbano. Bases are loaded. Big opportunity for the Dolphins to start this game off strong. That ball is grounded over to the third baseman. He'll step on third for one, but isn't able to get anyone else. A run will score. So that's an RBI fielder's choice for Bisbano, and now it's a 2-0 ball game. That'll bring up Sam Caspro. The first pitch to Caspro is a ball low and away. 1-0. Caspro from Virginia Wesleyan batted 232 this season with 17 runs and 7 RBI. The pitch as the runner goes, throw down to third, and they get him. Well in time. A great throw by Kalinsky. And they gun down Cinco at third. So now there are 2 away. Meanwhile, Bisbano does move up to second. So there is still a runner in scoring position. Now with 2 away, though. The pitch, curveball, just misses a little high, and it's a 2-0 count. The 2-0. Strike right down the heart of the plate, and it's 2-1. The 2-1. Strike on the high outside corner. So it was 3-1 apparently, as Caspro was thinking about heading towards first base, but he's called back, and now it's a full count. The payoff pitch. Curveball misses low. Tried to get Caspro to chase, but he has a good eye there. And he works the walk. So now runners on first and second with 2 away. That'll bring up Jack Henderson. Henderson from the College of Worcester. The first pitch to Henderson, a big arcing curveball that misses low and away. And it's 1-0. Henderson only had a few at-bat, only a few play appearances. That misses well away, 2-0 count. Didn't have many play appearances. Actually, only had 2 play appearances in his season with Worcester, but did get a run. The pitch, that misses high. 3-0 count now. The 3-0 pitch is a ball low and away, and a 4-pitch walk for Henderson loads the bases. And the Dolphins have a big 2-out opportunity to drive in some runs, and it looks like that's going to be the end for Lady. So we'll get a new pitcher coming in. We'll take a quick break and come right back with all the information of the new pitcher. With the bases loaded, already 2 in for the Dolphins. They look to add more with 2 away here in the bottom half of the first inning on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. The new pitcher is Jake McGlumphy as he misses the first pitch low and in to Vince Turner. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is a ball low and in as well. And it's a 2-0 count. Jake McGlumphy from Bethany College, not actually listed as a pitcher on the roster, but here it is as this pitch is a strike on the low inside corner. And it's 2-1. But that happens sometimes with how few pitchers these teams have, although the Manowars have a decent amount of pitching. That pitch misses low. And it's 3-1. The 3-1. Ball low and inside. So a 5-pitch walk drives in a run for the Dolphins. And now it's 3-0. Bases are still loaded. That'll bring up Andres Pare. That pitch is a called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 is popped high into the center of the diamond. Coming in and making the catch is the shortstop Wilson, and that will end the inning, but not before the Dolphins put up 3 to start off the game offensively. Up 3-0 as we head to the top of the second inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Manowars. It will be Mike Miller leading it off. That ball is swung on and hit high out into left center field. Ranging over to his right and making the catch is Barnes for the first out of the inning. That will bring up Thomas Skoczek. The first pitch to Skoczek is a ball low, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and lined out into right field, in there for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Skoczek. And the Manowars get a runner on base with one away. That'll bring up Jared Mamano. Mamano steps into the box. Runner on first base, one away. The first pitch to Mamano is a strike right down the heart of the plate, and it's 0-1. Here we are at North Myrtle Beach Park and Sports Complex, the baseball facility here. The 0-1 pitch is a ball low, 1-1. The dimensions here, 315 down the third base line, 330 down the right field line, and 390 to straightaway center field. The pitch is fouled off, and we'll do it again at 2-2. The 2-2. Curveball fouled off. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. An interesting, a unique feature about this field, and it's something that would certainly affect the game, especially if you decide to drop down a bunt, and probably affects the psyche of these players a little bit. That ball fouled off. Actually, will be hit in fair territory. That'll be caught by the shortstop for the second out of the inning. So now there are two away, and that ball certainly, obviously not deep enough to move Skoczek up. That'll bring up Trey Mullins with two away. The first pitch to Mullins is a changeup that misses high, and it's 1-0. The unique feature about this field that I'm sure has a impact on some players is the fact that this field does not have infield grass. It is a completely dirt infield. That pitch misses low, and it's 1-1. The reason for that is that this field sometimes is used for softball as well. But it just kind of has that, as that ball's fouled off, has that little league feel to it with the all dirt infield. The pitch swung on and flown out down the right field line, foul out of play. And we'll do it all over again. 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit out into right center field. That will get down in front of the right fielder, Paré, who loses it for a second. Bobbles it, but is able to recover. Skoczek will move all the way to third. Runners on the corner with two away. off of the single. That'll bring up Aiden Wilson. I'm going to be generous and say, I mean, yes, Pare has a decent arm out in right field, but I think Skocek probably would have made it to third anyway, so won't put that as an error on Pare, allowing the runner to move over. That's a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1 to Wilson. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit out into straightaway center field. Easy play for Spears to make, and that will end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 1.5, it is still 3-0 Dolphins here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Ten 1-2 due up for the Dolphins. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. McGlumphy out for his second inning of work. Will Bruno leading it off. He is the extra hitter today. Bruno from St. Petersburg College. As that ball, he puts a jolt into that one. That will head for the gap. Oh, what an amazing grab. Oh, no, excuse me. That will actually get past Skocek. Looked like he grabbed it for a second, but he was not able to reach it as that ball falls between the right and center fielder into the gap, and that will get all the way to the wall, and that will be a stand-up double for Will Bruno. So a great start to the inning as the Dolphins look to expand their lead. That pitch is a ball high to B.J. Spears, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing. They'll call it a strike anyway on the low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count. Spears doesn't have an official at-bat yet. Worked a walk in his first play appearance, and then eventually came around to score. That started off the 3-run first inning. That pitch is a ball high. 2-1. The 3-1. Strike called at the knees. And it's 2-2. The 2-2. Ball low and away, and Spears works the count full, looking to potentially draw another walk. And Spears having a great eye at the plate thus far today. The payoff pitch. Swung on and a little chopper over to the second baseman. Wells Fields throws on the first base for the first out of the inning, but that slow chopper will allow Bruno to advance to third. So a productive out for Spears, and that'll bring up Dawson Barnes. He was hit by a pitch in his first play appearance and then eventually came around to score. That pitch is fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Runner on third base, one away, 3-0 ball game. The 0-1 curveball misses low and away. 1-1 count. The 1-1. Fastball just misses a little low. And it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. Swung on and hit out into right field, in there for a base hit. That'll score the runner from third. That's an RBI single for Barnes, and now it's a 4-0 ball game. So runner on first base now with one away. That'll bring up Brady White. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI single already. That pitch is a ball low. And it's 1-0. Long look over to first base. Pretty decent lead over at first. That ball swung on and missed for strike one. And it's 1-1. Barnes was taking a decent lead over at first, and McGlumphy was thinking about throwing over to first, but decided to focus on the plate. Now not taking as big of a lead. The 1-1. Ball low and away. 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2-2 count now. The 2-2 pitch. McGlumphy looks over at first. Now gets set and deals. Misses high, and it's now full. Litchfield would love to be able to get a few more runs in. The payoff pitch. Ball high. Going for second base. And that's a stolen base. Well, it's not a stolen base. It doesn't matter anyway. He was running on the pitch, and they threw down the second. He would have been safe anyway. It would have Barnes. But it didn't matter anyway because the walk negates the stolen base. So there's runners on first and second anyway with one away. That'll bring up Matt Cinco. He walked in his first play appearance. The first pitch to Cinco is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. One thing that's kind of lost in the shuffle of how the first inning went for the Dolphins, as that pitch is a curveball that misses low and in, and it's 1-1, is that if it wasn't for Brady White getting forced out at third, and Matt Cinco trying to steal third and getting caught stealing, this game may be blown open even more than it already is. Now, granted, it's only 4-0, but still, I mean, and this is a prime opportunity for the Dolphins to get a few more. That'll be grounded over to the second baseman, and the second baseman not able to handle it. He tried to flip it over to the first baseman, and that will allow 2 runs to score. Actually, that deflected off of Wells' gloves and ricocheted out into shallow right field down the line. And the confusion and the ricochet allowed Cinco to advance to second. Both Barnes Barnes scored on that one. Now that ball is in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Barnes scored on that. White advanced to third, and Cinco was able to get to second. That pitch is the ball high. 2-0. And that pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 count now. I'm going to score that as a double because, or a single and it got off the glove, got off the glove. That ball is grounded over to the second baseman. This time, Wells is able to field it, throw on the first base for the second out of the inning. But that will allow White to score. And now it's a 6-0 ball game. Also allows Cinco to advance to third. So now with 2 away, that brings up Sam Caspro. He does not have an official at bat. That pitch misses low. And it's a 1-0 count. Walked in his first play appearance. Got all the way to third, but was stranded there. The 1-0. That ball is chopped foul. And it's a 2-0 count. The 2-0. Ball in the dirt. Or excuse me, 2-1. 3-1 now. Runner on third base. 2 away. Already a 6-0 ball game. That pitch, a called strike on the low outside corner, and the count is full. Excuse me, 2-2 now. The 2-2. Swung on and hit out and caught for the final out of the inning, but not before the Dolphins put 3 more on the board and double their lead. It's 6-0 Dolphins now as we head to the top of the 3rd inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. 9-10-1 due up for the Manowars. The first pitch is swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1 to Chase Wells. The 0-1. Curveball just missed a little bit high. Looked like that got in at the letters, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Ball low and away. 2-1 count. The 2-1. Swung on and hit past a diving Turner at first into right field for a base hit. That's what the Manowars need if they want to get back into this game. Down by 6. They need to get some offensive productivity quickly if they don't want this game to get completely out of hand. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter, Parker Grishkevich. That ball is fouled off. And it's 0-1. Grishkevich from Wittenberg College batted .385 this season as that pitch misses low. 1-1 count now with 5 runs and 3 RBI. The 1-1 ball low in the dirt gets away from the catcher for a second, and he loses track of it. Cinco lost track of it just for a second, and that was enough for Wells to decide to go. And he will take second base on the wild pitch. The 2-1. Ball just a little low and away. 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Swung on and fouled back, and now it's a full count. The 3-1. Check swing, fouls it off. And we'll do it all over again. The payoff pitch once again. Curveball misses inside. And he'll work the walk. So runner on first and second now. With no one out, we head back to the top of the order. And it will be Billy Duger who will step up to the box. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. The first pitch to Duger is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. This has been the best opportunity by far for the Manowars. That ball is hit out into left center field. That will be caught by the center fielder, Spears, for the first out of the inning, and it will not be deep enough for either runner to advance. So a big first out for White and the Dolphins. That'll bring up Hayden Parker. He ground into a 5-4-3 double play in the first inning. The first pitch to Parker is grounded foul down the third base line. The 0-1 is a ball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher for a second, but he's able to recover quickly enough Cinco was able to recover quickly enough to avoid either of the runners advancing. The 1-1. Ball low in the dirt. 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on and put a ton into this one, but it will not get to the wall. That will just be a lazy fly ball out to left as Barnes gets underneath it, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So after getting 2 straight base runners on base, 2 straight flyouts have now set it up to where White can get out of this jam relatively simply. That'll bring out Peter Kalinsky. First pitch to him is a ball outside, and it's 1-0. He struck out swinging to end the first inning. The 1-0. Strike on the low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count. Runners on first and second, 2 away. 6-0 Litchfield leads Pawleys Island. That pitch is a ball low and away, and it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. Swung on and popped high into shallow right field, ranging back, and to his left is Caspro, and he will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 2.5, it's still 6-0 Dolphins here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Traditional bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Dolphins as they look to continue their hot hitting. Have scored 3 runs in each of the last 2 innings. Would love to do that once again here. Jack Henderson is up to the plate. He does not have an official as bat as he pops the first pitch up into the back of the diamond. More so towards the center, actually. Just in front of the second base bag, as Wells will take it himself and make the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Vince Turner. He walked and drove in a run in the first inning. The first pitch is a ball inside, and it's 1-0. To Wells. To Turner. The pitch, that misses up and away. 2-0 count. That pitch misses low. It's a 3-0 count now. And a new pitcher on the mound. That pitch, strike on the low inside corner. And it's 3-1. It is Mike Miller, who was the designated hitter. He comes in to pitch. Time is called. The pitch is, it plunks him in the shin, or in the back of the leg, and he comes up gingerly. So hit by a pitch will put Turner on first base. And we'll see if he's able to just walk it off or if they bring in someone new. And apparently he's out. That was a strikeout. Apparently Turner struck out, so that'll bring up Andres Paré. I thought it hit him. I guess he swung on it and it hit him as he was swinging. That ball is popped out to the shortstop. Wilson will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So Miller comes in from the bullpen and gets a 1-2-3 inning for the Manowars. That's exactly what they needed as we now head to the top of the fourth inning with the score 6-0, Litchfield in the lead. For the Manowars. The first pitch is a ball low, and it's 1-0 to Mike Miller. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch misses up and away. 3-0 count now. Long look in by White. Now gets set and deals. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's 3-1. Just a get-me-over fastball by White. The 3-1. Ball low and away. And Miller works a walk to lead off the inning. That'll bring up Thomas Socek. Runner on first base, nobody out. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Skocek had a single to start his day off. It's one for one. Would love to get another one right here. He was stranded at third. In the closest the Manowars have gotten to putting a run on the board. That ball is a ball low. Stolen base attempt is successful. Miller slides underneath a leaping Bisbano at second. And now there's a runner in scoring position with no one out. Manowars would love to get something going here. That pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Ball low and away in the dirt. A good block by Cinco, holding Miller at second. The 2-1. Swung on and chopped over to the right side. To the left side. Fielded by the shortstop, thrown on to first base in time for the first out of the inning. But it was hit softly enough. Or never mind. Thought for a second I saw Miller go over to second, but he does not. So that's just a simple 6-3, and there's one away. Runner on second base still. That'll bring up Jared Mamano. He's 0 for 1 today, popped out to the second baseman. The first pitch is a ball low and away, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Ball low. 2-0 count now. The 2-0. Called strike at the knees. And it's 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on and lofted down the right field line, but foul. And now it's a 2-2 count. Runner on second base. One away. The pitch is swung on and hit out into left field, in there for a base hit. And that'll allow Miller to advance to third. So runners at the corners with one away. That'll bring up Trey Mullins. Mullins is 1 for 1 today, singled in his first at-bat. The pitch, well up and in, almost plunked him. And it's 1-0. The 1-1 is fouled back. Now it's a 1-1 count. Had some premonition. The 1-1. Curveball drops in there on the low outside corner, and it's 1-2. A great curveball there. That drops in on the corner. The 1-2. Curveball, that one too low in the dirt, and it's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2. Chopped foul. And it'll remain a 2-2 count. Runners at the corners. First and third with one away. 2-2. Swung on and hit out into left center field. Or excuse me, into right center field. That'll be caught by the center fielder, Spears, and it will be deep enough to drive Miller home. So a sacrifice fly for Mullins. And the Manowars get their first run on the board. It is now 6-1. That was not deep enough. Well, there wasn't really much of a throw. They kind of knew. As they get the runner leaning, throw down to second base is not in time. It looked like they had Mamano dead to rights, but he's able to steal second base in spite of the successful pickoff throw over to first. So now runner in scoring position at second. The first pitch to Wilson is a ball well up and in. And it's 1-0. Wilson flew out to center in his first at-bat. The 1-0. Ball up and away. 2-0 count now. As now Cinco goes out to talk with White, just trying to settle him down a little bit. Actually, there's a pinch hitter out there. There's a new player out for the Manowars. It is Crow. It is Gabe Crow out in for Wilson. Runner on second base. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And now it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. Changeup just misses a little high. It's now 3-1. The 3-1. Strike on the low outside corner, and now the count's full. The payoff pitch. Ball low, and there's a walk. So Crow comes in and works a walk. So now runners on first and second with two away. I believe we have another pinch hitter. Oh, no, excuse me. Wells is still out there. Chase Wells comes in to bat. He's second time up at the plate today. He singled to lead off the third inning. The first pitch to Wells is swung on and hit out into straightaway right field, but right at Paré in right. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Manowars get a run on the board. One run on one hit, no errors, and two left on base. After 3.5, it is 6-1 Dolphins here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Mike Miller on the bump for his second inning of work. And he will face the 10-1-2 hitters here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Will Bruno steps into the box. The first pitch to him is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Bruno 1 for 1 today with a single to lead off the second inning and then eventually came around to score. That ball is hit up the middle off of the glove of Miller, and he cannot hang on to it, and that will be an infield single. Probably would have, if it had gone over his head, probably would have gotten into center field. So got to give Bruno a single on that one. That'll bring us back to the top of the order, and B.J. Spears. He's 0 for 1 today, reached on a walk to lead off the game, and then came around to score. The first pitch to Spears is a ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. That ball is hit off the glove of the second baseman. It'll ricochet towards right field. And that one you got to mark as an E4. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. That'll bring up Dawson Barnes. Runners on first and second base, nobody out. The pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0 count. The 1-0 swung on and fouled back. 1-1 count now. And after a 1-2-3 inning in the third, and it looked like, okay, maybe the bats are starting to die down. And maybe the Dolphins won't threaten the 10-run rule. Now, the bats come alive once again. That pitch misses low and in. 2-0. Or 2-1, excuse me. The 2-1. Ball low in the dirt. 3-1 count now. 6-1 ball game. That pitch misses low and inside. And Barnes works a walk. So bases are loaded now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Brady White, who is 1 for 1 today with an RBI single and a run scored off of a walk. And now there's a mound visit. We'll see if that's the end of the day for Miller. Or they may just be talking strategy. Looks like they're going to keep him in. Looks like they're just going to talk a little strategy here. But this is a big opportunity for the Dolphins. Now, granted, now, instead of them just needing 4 runs, they need 5 runs to start the 10-run rule potential. Last year, if I remember correctly, now I could be wrong. I'd have to go back into my notes to see. But I think some of the 10-run rule games were ended earlier than the 5th inning. But yesterday, I was informed that you have to play through 10. Through 5. That'll be popped high right up the elevator shaft. Coming in is the second baseman, Wells, and he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Matt Cinco, who's 1 for 1 today. Walked and had an RBI single. Bases are loaded, 1 away. The pitch. Curveball drops in on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. This would be a huge tightrope act if Miller were able to get out of this jam without any run scoring. The 0-1. Curveball misses inside. It's a 1-1 count. The 2-1. That ball is lined back up the middle into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. They'll wave the runner from second around. He'll score. And that's a 2-run single. And they gun down. They gunned down Barnes at third. He was trying to be a little too aggressive. But that is a 2-run single for Cinco. And that is now an 8-1 ball game. The first pitch is a called strike to Bisbano, who is 0 for 2 today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and drove in a run in the process. And then eventually came around to score. That pitch missed well up and in. And now it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 is chopped foul down the left field line. And it's a 1-2 count now. The pitch, curveball, drops in there for a call, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. But not before 2 more are put up on the board by the Dolphins. And now they lead 8-1 as we head to the top half of the 5th inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Ten 1-2 due up for the Manowars as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. 8-1 ball game for here. As that ball plunks Grajskovic, and he will take first base off of the hit by a pitch. That'll bring us back to the top of the order in Billy Duger, who is 1 for 2 today with a single. The first pitch to Duger is a ball inside, 1-0. Runner on first base, no one out. The pitch. Strike at the knees, and it's a 1-1 count. That pitch misses inside. And it's a 2-1 count. That pitch misses well up and in. 3-1 count now. The 3-1 misses outside, and Duger works a walk. Now runners on first and second base. That'll bring up Hayden Parker. Parker, a 3-sport athlete at Howland High School, where he also played football and basketball. The first pitch is a ball well up and in. Parker had to duck, and that gets away from Cinco, allowing both runners to advance. So the wild pitch puts 2 runners in scoring position now, with still nobody out. Cinco goes out to talk with White, just trying to settle him down after getting a little wild on that one. And hitting and walking a batter each. That pitch again misses well up and in. 2-0 count. The 2-0 misses inside. 3-0 count. The 3-0 called strike at the knees just to get me over fastball, and it's a 3-1 count now. The 3-1 curveball misses inside, and the walk loads the bases now for the Manowars. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Peter Kalinsky. He's 0 for 2 today, struck out and popped out. The first pitch to Kalinsky is a changeup that misses up and in. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 is a ball high. 2-0 count now. And you have to wonder how much longer of a leash Brady White has. And that may do it. I may have just set that up. Yeah, they're motioning to the bullpen. So we're going to have a new pitcher come in. We'll get you the full details of him when we come back. Bases are loaded. One of the best chances for the Manowars to cut this deficit down 8-1 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Actually, I take that back. No pitching change. Look, I thought for sure the manager pointed for the bullpen. I thought that someone was coming in, but I guess not, as that pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Now another pitch, ball inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Called strike at the knees, and now it's a 1-2 count. And maybe just that conversation was enough to get White back in the groove. That ball's fouled off back to the screen. And now it will remain a full count. The payoff pitch. Swung on and popped high over towards the Dolphins dugout, and it will fall out of play along the bleachers. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Runner at every base. Bases are loaded. With no one out. A great opportunity for the Manowars. That ball is lined out down the left field line. That'll drop in there for a base hit. Actually, no, they'll call it foul. And some of the fans down the first baseline saying from their angle they thought that was fair. Couldn't get a great look at it from my vantage point, but it was certainly close. Still 3-2. The payoff pitch again. That ball low in the dirt, and Kalinsky will walk in a run. And now it is 8-2. That will bring up Mike Miller, who has been pitching over these last couple of innings. That pitch popped high into shallow center field. Will be caught for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Thomas Soshek. That pitch swung on and missed, and actually we have a pinch hitter. That is, as it is number 13, McGlumphy, comes in. That ball is chopped over to the pitcher, and a wild play there as everyone ends up being safe. And the pitcher tried to get it over to third, but could not get it in time. Run scores, and everyone is safe. So now 2 runs score in this inning. That's a called strike at the knees. Mamano is up to the plate now. The 0-1 is a ball low and away. 1-1 count now. Mamano is 1 for 2 today. That ball is a ball high. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Fastball misses high. 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Ball low and inside, and a walk. Plates another one. The runs keep on coming in for the Manowars in this inning. As now they cut the deficit is now 8-4. They cut the deficit in half as now another pitching visit, and now they will make the change. So now we will take the break and come back with a new pitcher. 8-4 is the score here between the Litchfield Dolphins and the Pawleys Manowars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Dolphins, but we were not able to get an indication of who he is. We'll try to do so in between innings, but otherwise, there is bases loaded still as that pitch misses low and away. And it's 1-0 to Trey Mullins, who is 1 for 1 today, has a single and a sacrifice fly and an RBI. The 1-0 swung on and missed. A good changeup that got Mullins way out in front. And it's 1-1. Bases are loaded. 3 runs already in for the Manowars in this inning. The 1-1 ball high. And it's 2-1 now. Big opportunity for the Manowars to potentially get right back into this game. The pitch. Changeup got him to swing out in front of it again. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch about to come. And he deals. Ball outside, full count now. It's currently 8-4. Was 8-1 coming into this inning. But 3 runs by the Manowars has cut the deficit mightily. That pitch swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Gabe Crow. Gabe Crow came in to pinch hit in the last inning, as that's a called strike, and it's 0-1 and worked a walk. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And this may be some fantastic work out of the bullpen. Coming in and finishing off this inning. Did give up the 1 run on the walk. That pitch well outside. Curveball just broke a little too much. And a good job by Cinco going after it. The 2-2. Curveball misses low again, and the count's full. The payoff pitch. Fouled back to the screen, and we'll do it all over again at 3-2. The payoff pitch. Misses high. And actually that was 2-2 count. Now it's a full count. Now the payoff pitch. Misses outside. And Crow works the walk. And drives in another one. Bases are still loaded. That'll bring up Chase Wells. Wells is 1 for 2 today with a single and a flyout. The pitch. Curveball that's left right in the middle of the plate. That'll drop in front of the left fielder. Rounding third and heading for home and scoring is Socek. But that will be all that the Manowars are able to get. But it is an RBI single for Wells. And now it is an 8-6 ball game, and the Manowars have batted around the order. Back to where we started, and Parker Greskevich. Greskevich was a two-sport athlete in high school, also playing football at Brownsburg High School. That pitch is a ball up and in. And it's 1-0. The 1-0. Misses up and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is popped high over towards the shortstop. He'll step back a few steps, and Bisbano makes the catch to end the inning, but not before the Manowars bat around the order and put a 5 spot on the board and cuts the lead down to 2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is now 5-2, or excuse me, bottom of the 5th inning. It is now 8-6 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Aiden Wilson will come in to pitch. He was at shortstop, and Gabe Crow takes over where he was at short. So Aiden Wilson in to pitch. The first pitch is lined right back at the middle, and Crow gets his first chance defensively. Fields it, throws on to first base in time for the first out of the inning. One pitch, one away for the Dolphins. That was Sam Caspro who grounded out there. That'll bring up Jack Henderson. The 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Dolphins. The first pitch to Henderson is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Call strike on the low inside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. And Wilson coming out of the bullpen, making quick work of these Dolphins. The 0-2 is chopped, a high chopper over the head of a leaping Mullins into left field for a base hit. So 1 out single for Henderson, and that'll bring up Vince Turner. Vince Turner comes in. He's 0 for 1 today, excuse me. Reached on a walk and drove a run in the first inning. The first pitch of the ball up and away. And it's 1-0. Has not made contact with the ball, putting it in fair territory today thus far. His 2 plate appearances, a walk and a strikeout. That misses up and away. That's a 2-0 count now. Runner on first base, 1 away. 8-6 ball game. The pitch is a ball outside. And it's a 3-0 count now. The 3-0. And that misses as well. A 4-pitch walk to Turner. And now there are runners at first and second with 1 away. That'll bring up Andres Paré. The first pitch to Paré is a ball outside, and it's 1-0. Paré is 0 for 2 today. Popped out to the shortstop both times, and both times it ended the inning. First the first inning, and then the third. That pitch well away, gets away from the catcher, and that will allow both runners to advance on the wild pitch. That ball was thrown basically where you would throw a pitch at or an intentional walk pitch. And it gets all the way to the backstop on the fly. The pitch. Ball outside just off the plate. And it's a 3-1 count. 2 runners in scoring position now for the Dolphins. The 3-1. Strike called on the low inside corner, and now it's full. The payoff pitch misses up and away, and Paré works a walk and loads the bases. So bases are loaded now with 1 away. That'll bring up Will Bruno, who has had a good day at the plate thus far. He's 2 for 2 with a single and a double and 2 runs scored. Would love to add an RBI to his tally today. The first pitch to Bruno. Misses high. And it's 1-0. And now the pitching coach will go out to the mound to try to settle down Wilson. Started off the inning very well. Got a first pitch ground out to the shortstop. But ever since, he's struggled both with his command and just with, not having pitches be hittable. He's given up 2 walks and a pretty hard-hit single to Henderson. The 1-0. Ball outside. 2-0 count now. The 2-0. Strike on the high outside corner, and it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. Fouled back, and it's now 2-2. And maybe that mound visit is just what the doctor ordered for Wilson. The 2-2. Called strike 3 on the low outside corner, and there are 2 away. That'll bring us back to the top of the order in B.J. Spears. He is 0 for 2 today, reached on an error and a walk, and came around to score both times. The first pitch. Ball up and in, and it's 1-0. The 1-1, or 1-0, excuse me. Ball up high. 2-0 count now. The 2-0. Strike right down the heart of the plate. 2-1 count now. And this would be a big blow to the Dolphins if they strand these bases loaded. The 2-1. Strike at the knees. And now it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Swung on and hit out into straightaway into right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run single for B.J. Spears, and it is now a 9-6 game. Excuse me, 10-6. That'll bring up Dawson Barnes. He is 1 for 1 today with an RBI single and 2 runs scored. That pitch is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. Runners on the corner, 2 away. The pitch. Misses high. 2-0 count. Barnes has reached base in every play appearance today. Let's see if he can do it again. That pitch misses low. 3-0 count. The 3-0. That ball is fouled off. And actually, Spears was able to advance to second on that hit. The pitch is fouled back. Now full count. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that will end the inning. But the Dolphins are able to get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after 5 full, it is now 10-6 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order due up for the Manowars. Billy Duger gets ready to step into the box. He is 1 for 2 today. Reached on a walk in his last play appearance and then came around to score. The first pitch to Duger is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. This game, which looked to be a complete rout by the Dolphins, just basically waiting for them to score the 10 runs. That's a curveball that drops in on the low inside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 curveball misses away. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and lined down the left field line, foul. The 1-2 again. Called strike 3 at the knees. And there's 1 away. That'll bring up Hayden Parker. He is 0 for 2 today. Reached on a walk and came around to score in his last play appearance. The first pitch of the ball low and away, 1-0. The 1-0 is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped high into shallow center field. The center fielder, Spears, will come in just a bit and make the catch for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Peter Kalinske, who is 0 for 2. Reached on a walk in the last half inning, or in the last inning rather. Drove in a run on that walk and then also came around to score. The first pitch to Kalinske, curveball drops into the center of the plate. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is a curveball that misses inside, and it's a 1-1 count. It's been a beautiful day here in North Myrtle Beach. That pitch misses high, 2-1 count now. Only a few small clouds in the sky, otherwise completely clear. And not too hot. And this is the third of 3 games that we've had here at this field. That pitch misses high, 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Curveball doesn't break enough, and that's a walk. So Kalinske will get on base. And that'll bring up Mike Miller, who is 0 for 2 today. Reached on a walk to lead off the 4th and then came around to score. Every batter on this Manowars team has either gotten a hit, has either gotten a run or an RBI thus far today. So that just shows you how productive this offense has been. The first pitch to Miller. A fastball that just misses a little high. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and chopped down the third base line, but it will roll foul. And it's a 1-1 count. This game started off with the Dolphins looking like they were going to run away with it. Got 6 runs as a pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Kalinske close. But the first 2 innings, the Dolphins got 6 runs in the first 2 innings, and I was thinking, oh, this may be a 10-run rule game. That ball is hit out into straightaway left field. That's going to go. It's going to bounce off the top of the wall. Rounding third and heading for home. And getting in there safely is Kalinske. That's an RBI double for Mike Miller. And that'll cut the deficit down even further. Have to do some math here. These teams are getting a lot of runs. And that pitch misses low, and it's 1-0 to Socek. That's a strike at the knees, and it's a 1-1 count. Thomas Socek, 2 for 3 today with a run and an RBI. So it is now 10-7. That ball is hit out into shallow center field. Coming in and making the catch is the center fielder Duger for the final out of, center fielder Spears for the final out of the inning, but not before the Manowars put another run on the board and cut the deficit down to 3. It is 10-7 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Heart of the order due up for the Dolphins. 3-4-5 coming up to bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Especially with how well, now granted, they have a bit of a cushion still. Up 10-7, up by 3, but would like to get a bigger cushion as they head to the top of the 7th inning. That pitch swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1 to Brady White, who is 1 for 2 today with a run and an RBI. The 0-1 is a ball low and away, 1-1 count. The 1-1 is swung on and drilled down the left field line past a futile effort by Mullins, and that will get all the way to the wall, and that will be a leadoff double for White, and the Dolphins get things started early here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Like I was about to mention, especially with how hot the Pawleys Island offense has been in the last couple of innings, this lead is not safe by any stretch of the imagination. Only up by 3 now. That pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 to Matt Cinco, who is 2 for 2 today with 3 RBI. He would love to get another one right here. That ball is driven out into right center field. Backing up and making the catch is the center fielder Duger, but that will be deep enough to advance White to third. So a good situational hitting for Cinco. Just moving the runner over. And now there's a runner on third base with 1 away. That'll bring up Aiden Bisbano. He's 0 for 3 today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st inning and drove in a run and then eventually came around to score. The pitch. Change curveball hits the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Wilson still on the hill. This is his 2nd inning of work. The pitch. Up and in. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Runner on third base, 1 away. The pitch. Misses low and away, 3-0. The 3-0. Strike called on the inside part of the plate, and it's now a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Chopped over to the third baseman. He'll throw it home, and they will get get White at the plate. White was going on contact. That was a hard hit ball over to Mullins. And Mullins fielded, fired it home, and Kalinsky was able to put the tag on and avoid White from scoring. So Bisbano reaches on the 5-2 fielder's choice. That'll bring up Sam Caspro. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a walk. That pitch misses high. 1-0. Runner on first base, 2 away. And after it looked like the Dolphins had a prime opportunity to score an insurance run, pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Bisbano close. A great defensive play and a good heads-up play by Mullins at third. Throwing it home gets White. The pitch is swung on and hit out into straightaway center field. Ranging over to his left just a bit is Duger, and he will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 6 full, last chance for the Manowars, as they need at least 3 to tie the ball game up. Down by 3, 10-7. Litchfield leads here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Last chance for the Manowars. They will have the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. It will be Jared Mamano stepping in. He is 1 for 2 today with an RBI off of a walk. And also has a single. The first pitch is a ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count to Mamano. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and foul tip, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch is a ball up and in, 2-1. A very weak lob throw back to the pitcher by Cinco. Falls a little short, and the pitcher had to go run after it. That pitch misses low and away. 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Swung on and driven out into right center field. That'll get all the way to the wall. Rounding first and heading for second and getting in there safely is Mamano with a leadoff double. And that's exactly what the Manowars need if they want to stay in this one. That'll bring up Trey Mullins. He's 1 for 2 today with a single, a sacrifice fly, and a strikeout. And it looks like they're going to need to bring in a pinch runner, as Mamano looked like he might have pulled something on his way to second base. Looks like the pinch runner will be looked like it was 33, but I don't have a 33 on the roster I have, so not sure who it is. As that ball is hit out into right field. That'll drop in front of the right fielder. A good throw, however, by Pawleys into Turner, who was in the cutoff position, ready to throw home. So, runners at the corners now with no one out. And that'll bring up Gabe Crow. The first pitch to Crow. Ball high, and it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 swung on and hit out into right field. That'll drop in there for a base hit, and that will drive a run in. And that will cut the deficit down to 2. So now it's a 10-8 ball game. And that'll bring up Chase Wells. He's 2 for 3 today with two singles and an RBI. The pitch well up and in, and it's 1-0. And what a comeback this would be if the Manowars were able to come back down from 6-0 to either tie or win this game potentially. That misses up and in, 2-0. And you have to wonder, as that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. And you have to wonder what the Dolphins could have done to maintain this lead. The Manowars bats just suddenly came alive in the 5th inning. That pitch swung on and hit out into left center field. That will be caught by the center fielder Spears for the first out of the inning, and an errant throw allows both runners to advance up a base. That did not look like it was deep enough to move the runners over, but Spears airmailed it over the head of the cutoff man and went all the way towards the backstop, all the way to the Manowars dugout. And that allowed both runners to advance their respective bases. That ball is hit out into right field. One run will score, and they'll hold up the runner at third. So an RBI single for Parker Gracevich. And now it is a one-run ball game. This would be quite the comeback, as now looks like there's some issues or something going on, as I think the first baseman took a little bump on that one, and they're just making sure that he's all right. And now looks like we are just about set to get this one back underway. That'll bring up Billy Duger, who is 1 for 3 today, with a single, a walk, and a run scored. The first pitch to Duger is fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1. And if he can drive in the runner from third and tie this game up, it would be a hell of a comeback. The pitch. Swung on and driven out into left field. That'll be caught by the left fielder. Throwing home. A cannon of a throw, but not a little offline. And that will allow Crow to score, and this ball game is tied. A sacrifice fly for Billy Duger, and that ties the ball game up at 10. Right, the other runner, Gracevich, stays at first base. That pitch is a strike on the high inside corner. And it's 0-1 to Hayden Parker, who is 0 for 3 today. Did walk and score a run, however. And now, both teams have had as that ball is lined out into left center field, caught by the left fielder Barnes, and that will end the inning. But not before the Manowars put 3 on the board, exactly what they needed to tie the game up. So the most they can do is tie it. The Dolphins still have the chance to win this game in the bottom half of the 7th. So we head to the bottom of the 7th, all tied up at 10 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Aiden Wilson still out there trying to finish this one off. Can't get the win. Manowars can't get the win, but they can keep this tie, as the traditional bottom of the order is due up for the Dolphins, and they look to win this one in walk-off fashion. And what a crazy game this has been. First pitch to Henderson is a ball up and in, and it's 1-0. Henderson 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. The pitch, strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. This has been one of the crazier games this season. The pitch up and in, 2-1 count. Game started off with the Dolphins looking like they were going to be dominating this game. Thought for a while that this may have the potential to get a 10-run rule. But the Manowars have battled back as that ball's fouled back over the backstop. And it's a 2-2 count. The Manowars battled back primarily through a 5-run 5th inning. That pitch misses up and away. Full count now. Had a 5-run 5th inning and then the 3-run 7th. This guy in this game tied. The pitch. Swung on and lofted into the air right at the edge of the grass. The third baseman, Mullins, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Vince Turner. He is 0 for 1 today, reached on 2 walks. One of those drove in a run, and then on the other one, he ended up coming around to score. The first pitch to Turner is swung on and fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low and inside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses up and away. 2-1 count. And you have to imagine, the Manowars would be elated with getting a tie in this game. Them battling back. This is a huge, if nothing else, moral victory as that pitch misses high. And it's 3-1. But the Dolphins, if they end up having this game end as a tie, they have to be kicking themselves because they had this game dead to rights, or so it seemed, early on in the game. And that's ball 4 up and away. So 5-pitch walk for Turner. Now there's a runner on first base with 1 away. That'll bring up Andres Pere, who has not had a very good day at the plate. Did work a walk and got all the way to third back in the 5th. But otherwise, his other 2 at-bats, both pop-outs to the shortstop. But like I was saying, the Dolphins, as Yogi used to always say, that pitch is swung on and lined out down the right field line. That ball could go, and it does! A walk-off 2-run home run for Andres Pere, and the Dolphins win it 12-10. Andres Pere just launched that one, and he jumps into the pile, and the Dolphins celebrate in walk-off fashion. That ball, off the sound of the bat, did not sound like it was going to carry enough, but it got into the jet stream, and it carried over the right field fence. Out of here for the walk-off home run. Once again, final score in walk-off fashion. The Dolphins win this one 12-10 in one of the most exciting and exhilarating games we have seen all season thus far. And like I said before I sign off, let me just say this. Both teams won in this game. Because the Dolphins, they were able to battle back after falling behind. The Dolphins, they looked in command and they got a little lackadaisical, but they were still able to win the game. And then the Manowars being able to, after going down 6-0 early on, and it looking like it was going to be a foregone conclusion that it was a 10-run rule, I was thinking, it's going to be a 10-run rule game. And the way that Manowars were able to battle back and tie the game up, even though they lost. Now, the biggest victory would have been if they would have been able to tie or even win it. But even the fact that they were able to battle back and they didn't give up on this game is still impressive. But the Litchfield Dolphins, a walk-off home run victory for them. And what a great game. What a game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, final score 12-10. The Dolphins win this one. That will do it for me here today. Tomorrow we will have 3 games as well at Myrtle Beach High School. It will be the Mallards facing off against the Dolphins, Crawdads facing off against the Manowars, and the Bluefish facing off against the Generals. So be sure to join me for those games tomorrow. Once again, final score 12-10. The Dolphins win it in walk-off fashion. This has been a presentation of the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. I'm Brandon Biskobing saying so long, and we'll talk to you guys next